If everyone's down, we can go ahead and get started. I was planning on for the words. It shouldn't be too difficult to get started, and then when Marissa comes back in, just have her take back over her girl Iris.
What's your face? Yeah.
Listen.
Oh.
I should have told her, hey, don't choose a name that begins with the letter I, like one of the main most important NPCs in it.
I have no idea who we're talking about right now, but okay.
Istis.
Oh. You said most important.
I would argue she is the most important, considering she literally jump-started the entire plot.
But she's not Jack, apparently.
Yeah.
Jack tried to kill kittens, so...
No, he didn't.
He left them on a ship that was falling.
He didn't try to kill them.
No, he's just an idiot.
Nah, he just
What?
abandoned them.
How is he? It's either him or the cats.
Wait. Are you talking about during the race?
Didn't he, like, almost sink
No.
a ship with a bunch of his fucking cats on it?
No.
That was his ship.
First off, either he got mind controlled or he got thrown off. No, he got mind controlled to jump off. That was it. By necromancer lady. 2, all of the cats had the life things on them. They all floated and were able to be gathered up.
What's a jack?
All right.
Oh,
It's my boyfriend.
Oh. Cute.
Yeah. He's awesome. His name is Calico Jack, based on the cats.
He's a Fisher Price pirate.
And he's got a book that's not dedicated to him, but might as well be about him.
Did he write this book?
No, he did not.
No.
Did you write this book?
No.
When he was growing up, there was a pirate book that he loved to read about Calico Jack, who was a tabaxi. And he ended up becoming Calico Jack himself.
Wait, so Calico Jack's not even his real name?
No.
His name is Jack, but the Calico part is not part of his... It's not part of his fucking helm-given name. Like, what?
No. You never know.
In this case, we do.
Yeah, he is a fucking nerd and based himself off a book character. Like you do.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, we have sugar, salt, pepper, maple.
Those are all their names.
I know. But, so Calico Jack is not that far-fetched.
Who gets to be named Butter?
Butter died in a tragic accident. We don't talk about it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, there was it involved a doppelganger. Yeah.
Butter. No. How could this have happened?
Anyway, let's go ahead and get started because I'm hoping to end in a place where we can do some tech stuff over the week, specifically with Alex and Chris.
Okay.
Together? Are we?
No.
Are we? Oh.
No, you're not allowed to.
I have individual stuff that I would like to do with both of you that doesn't need to involve the whole group, so I would like to do it over text.
Well,
Oh.
maybe I want to RP with Nadinia.
No. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Chris. We'll forever be apart.
She doesn't love us.
He's keeping me from you. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
I know. I just feel so bad.
It's okay.
Anyway.
All right. So, quick catch up. You guys finally came back to Marai. You have your boy, Cardinal Vincent, who is the Lou Pope. You already have it set up for him to have a basic press conference. This will be just so that he can get out the basic words of like, hey, y'all temple here, that's fucked. That's fucked up, man. And then also for you have that set up with him. Raymond was planning on bringing him in front of the council to make like an official, like, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Like defamation claim, essentially, of like
Communication?
Like officially saying that like this group here is not a part of the official Lou.
Yeah, these guys right here, they're assholes.
Basically,
I think that's an excommunication.
Yeah, I'm just it's odd because it's also mixed into politics and business and stuff.
Ah, yes, bullshit.
Don't fuck up. Don't be mean about my world, man.
I'm not.
I'm gonna fucking kick your ass.
It's not unique to your world. It's bullshit.
Thanks. That just made it so much better. Your idea is not unique, and it's bullshit.
Policies in general in politics, just bullshit.
I feel like I'm being gaslit. What is happening?
Don't worry. I don't care.
Damn.
And then you guys had also talked about having him go on the radio and do like an actual public one where the, general public could call in and ask questions just to like really fucking cement it and give the middle finger to the Temple of Lou. Or fake Temple of Lou. So, you guys had already made all the plans. Do you remember exactly where your positions were? Because the press conference is going to be on the steps of City Hall. Basically, they will allow for the press to be closer, and then the general public will be kept a decent amount away.
So, as I understand it, I'm supposed to be in the crowd. The couple is supposed to be on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh geez. The artificer is supposed to be flying around invisible watching.
I have a name.
Skylar.
And
don't be rude, Fishley.
And the demon monster thing is supposed to be in the back in a wheelchair with ready to
I'm a sniper.
Ready to destroy with extreme prejudice.
Yeah, he's in City Hall itself.
Your wheelchair can now fly too, maybe.
Yes, you did.
It
you
was
did
always
tamper with it and took off some of the safety stuff.
Remember, it's a maybe that it might.
It is not warranted. It is not under warranty anymore.
I'm the warranty.
No.
now.
I think the second me walked out of the store with it, it functionally was out
Oh,
of
you didn't walk out of
warranty.
the store with it.
Well, you know, the point stands of it being in my ownership kind of voided the warranty in some ways.
Yeah, you read the terms of conditions, and it's like,
No star called.
if you are the son of Cthulhu, you voided the warranty. If your father is non-mortal, honestly, that probably would be a clause in some contracts.
I want now to make a character who whole thing is that every company he interacts with now has a clause against him. I think I could make Quinn into this. I'll just do this.
I could see it. All right. Yes. So Maple and Iris were by the guy. Skylar was, I think, checking it out from the air. Quinn was in the thing. Nadinia was in. Were you in the press conference crowd or the general crowd?
I think they wanted me in the general crowd
No.
so I could be.
Press
Never
conference.
mind.
Yeah, you're
conference.
supposed to be in press conference. I'm in
Okay.
general.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was it. Okay. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do for this is we're going to do a series of skill checks. There are technically 6 of you, even if our dear Marissa's not here. So I'm going to need 6 successful skill checks. You can give me whatever skill you want. Just give me a good argument for why you're using it. Oh, and if you fail, if you guys total fail 3, there will be a very negative consequence. No pressure, though.
Well, that's very rude of you.
The DC for this, you guys had basically set this up pretty well. You made sure that the information didn't get leaked about him. You did this pretty quickly. There wasn't really too much of like being stuck in the Providence. So I'm going to set the DC at 15.
For every check?
Yep. All right. Let me get initiative up. If you guys could just roll for it real quick.
No tokens?
Yeah.
Just pull them onto the main screen.
No, that's what I was asking. Okay.
Oh God, the whiteness.
Fine, here, you big baby.
I didn't care.
No, get rid of your character. She's gone. They're gone now.
Okay.
Well, I can't believe we died. All of us.
Just all dead now.
The druid and the... Okay.
You guys didn't let me clear it.
Rule.
I mean, just assumed.
I know people have advantage in their thing.
Yeah.
You're not 30 feet from me. I think the only one would be Iris.
I would probably be 30 feet from you, but I also...
This isn't a real initiative, though. Like, you're not in
Okay.
combat.
No,
Okay.
we have to tactically work it out.
This is really just probably a...
Who goes first? Okay, yeah, then
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Fuck,
All
I'm not
right.
going first. Shit.
You are? Why? You shouldn't be surprised.
I don't know what to do. How it's 110 feet. Can I somehow use like my emotion sense to like scan the crowd To make
That is
sure
a
no
great
one has
idea.
any hostile or negative intentions.
Yeah, go ahead and I believe that would be it's insight for you to look deeper into them, right?
Yes.
All right, let's use insight for the general check too.
Okay. I'm good at those.
Nice. So you go ahead and you get like a general vibe as you're like walking him to trying to check for any potential threats. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me set the scene a bit more just to make this much more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go ahead and roll up in a carriage. You get pretty close to it. And Maple, Nadinia, and the several guards that Raymond and his husband had hired come out, and they basically escort him up to the front where you see the podium, along with several different like microphones and recording devices and that kind of thing. The press is like they're how to phrase them. The press is always like kind of ravenous. And you can see like you can already hear them like shouting over each other and stuff before he even gets there. The guards go ahead and move out front and like make sure like they keep their distance and stay in their designated roped off section. It looks like almost everyone has already gotten here. You wouldn't be surprised. It's pretty common for like for people and stuff to give a wrong time that things are starting at and show up late. That way it's less likely for people who are getting into place to kind of slip by. So you go ahead and you are escorting the cardinal to the podium. They're being held back and everyone else is getting into their various positions. You go ahead, Maple, and you're scanning the crowd, trying to like get a read on what's going on. Most of the press are generally confused. Generally, they don't know exactly why. Like, it's cool that he's here, but like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're sure it's some sort of political move, especially because Raymond was the one who, informed everyone. But Raymond is not associated with the Church of Lu. He's associated with the Church of Istis. So they are sensing a juicy tidbit here. And so most of them, there is just the sense of like intense curiosity and like hunger, essentially. You do notice maybe one or two who have this like looming sense of like, oh no. And you're guessing that they might have some association with the church. They did say there was a possibility that the church had people that they employed who were within the press, which is why they told them so late.
I'm gonna make a mental note of those and just kind of text Nadinia what they look like.
Yep. You send her a quick description of those two. It's essentially these two half elves that are like they're actually like towards the back, like they are not up near close to him. They're like kind of farther in the back, and you can see that they both have sending stones on them, like that they have up to their ear that they're talking to as they watch him come.
Yeah, so text Nadinia about them, let her know.
Yeah, other than that, you don't get any direct hostility from anyone.
Okay.
You do sense that Cardinal Vincent does seem rather nervous, but also this is like a sense of duty for him. But yeah, that's about what you can glean as you're like kind of, sizing people up.
And just as a reminder, I don't look like Maple. I look like a TM generic human.
Yes.
That is the guard.
Yep.
Okay.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Should I be disguised at all? Because I'm kind of,
We did mention that it would be having guards in the press, like with the press group, wouldn't be weird.
Yeah, but like,
You came
do
out.
I?
You came out of the car with him. They would assume that you were a guard.
Okay, so long as that's okay. I'm more
sure.
thinking about the fact. I'm more thinking about the fact that like, since I'm, technically like, not I'm Istis' chosen. Like, I don't want it to be like a whole thing about like, oh, the Istis is chosen. They're manipulating the situation or something of that effect.
No.
But if that's not a problem, then that's not a problem.
I mean, if
Okay.
that was the case, then Iris being on stage would be a thing as well.
I don't think we're gonna get through this acting
No.
like we're not involved in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
and I will
That's
say
fine.
within the city, most people would probably tell you that they'd think the Temple of Lu was stronger than the Temple of Istis.
And up until today, they might be right.
So what? Oh, I also will say for other people, if you would like to use spells or something, that is also acceptable. I would have you roll essentially like a spell attack just to see how well you do it.
On that note, before people see me to like fly up, I would have cast invisibility or put on my camouflage tech, like that makes me
Yeah.
blend into the sky.
Yeah. Yep, sounds good. But yes, Nadinia?
Skill
Yes.
check. What you doing?
Yeah, it's your skill. You can't get away just by asking questions.
I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, sure. I would like to. Okay, I don't know. Are we doing like checks for in general what's happening, or are we doing checks for can we do a check for like an emergency situation?
Alicia, it might be helpful if you gave us something to respond to.
Yeah, because I'm not. I'm not. I want to react to things, not act.
I mean, this is supposed to be you guys like.
What method are you using to secure the situation?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is like, what are you specifically doing to secure it? Like Nadinia right now could be doing like an intimidation. She could be in athletics to be keeping the crowd together and not like making sure they don't get past the the roped off areas.
Sure, I don't mind doing the athletics thing, but I was trying to keep out of it as much as possible. In fact, here's what I'll do. Anything, I'll roll an intimidation, and the general thought is anyone that looks like they're gonna cause a scene or something like that, I want to like, glare down essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my failure.
All right, we got one. I'm sorry. We got one for the failure. So this is you try to kind of be intimidating and like keep people back, but when it comes to the press, they don't have a fear for their own lives. It takes straight up brute force to hold them back. So the intimidation doesn't really work so well.
Sure.
Quinn, it is your turn.
So I am inside.
Mm-hmm.
And does there appear to be anyone in here who is trying to be a part of what's going on outside?
Well, it is still open for business. Like, I think it was past hours when people normally come, but there's still some people like working in here. So you see like some aides running about with stuff. There's some security detail that, are inside the building. You do see some people like kind of trying to move to the windows to take a look at what's going outside because they're curious. If you want to get more than that, I would say that would be an insight or perception.
I would like to persuade the people on the inside looking through the window that if they want to be a part of what's outside, they need to go through the side door and join the crowd.
Okay. Yeah. You go ahead and basically act as like I'm trying to think of like a right word to say this. You basically just, as people look out, just kindly tell them like, hey, security reason, can't do that, please go. And most of the people don't question it or anything like that. They just they nod and they either move on or they head the direction you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kira, it is your turn.
I'd like to assume my disguised position in the crowd, and I would like to look out for the gestures of casting magic that I probably can't hear over the den by using my Arcana.
Okay. Yep, go ahead. Nice. Yep,
I have
you
plus
go
13
ahead.
to Arcana, so.
Yeah. You go ahead and you kind of survey out in the crowd. You do occasionally see someone casting a spell, but you're able to tell pretty quickly, like, okay, no, they're just casting like something minor, not anything attack or like towards anyone, because a lot of these places are like high magic, so there's a fair amount of people in Mirai who can just cast spells, and they cast spells to clean their, I'm trying to think how to phrase this correctly. Like, there's a lot of prestidigitation.
I get you.
Yeah. You don't see anything, however, that seems dangerous, but you also are able to then, like, okay, I saw a person there casting spells. There's some sort of spellcaster. Like, keeping a general idea of, like, where people are.
Yeah.
I will say, as you're looking around, I'll just give this to you for, like, a little freebie. You do notice a fair amount of people in Lu garb, like wearing amulets. You see a couple different clerics and such, all in the crowd. Quite a number of them, which honestly shouldn't be super surprising. But it is something to take note of.
Absolutely. All
right. Skylar, it is your turn.
My turn. Are we sharing this information between everyone? Or is it like nobody's relaying messages back and forth?
You guys can relay them through text.
I just wasn't sure. Maple, sent it to Nadinia. I wasn't sure if that was like to everyone.
Oh wait, we have a group chat. Yeah, we have a group chat.
Yeah.
And am I part of that group chat?
Yeah, no, Maple would have added you to the group chat. You're part of the group now. Why wouldn't she?
I don't know.
I feel like the stones don't know how to send old messages, so when you get added to a group chat, you just die a little bit as every message
Every
from the
single
past
message, yeah.
spams you.
So you get thousands of messages.
And I send a sad face emoji because my stone is superior than yours. No.
Oh, that is true.
Okay, canon.
You
All right.
modified your
no.
stone.
No, I agreed that your phone was better than everyone else's. And I've already said you can send sad stuff by like typing out, the colon parentheses. So that is not an emoji. Fuck off, all of you.
I would like to see if I can take all the information, like, clock different people in different locations, and see if I can use my investigation, see if this is connected, and if they're trying to plan something, if they're like in places that might be easy to get to certain locations, or rush the stage and get this cleric of Lu if he starts to say stuff.
You're basically looking like for any kind of like strategic.
I'm trying to look at the bigger picture,
Okay.
every piece of information together to see if I can see a bigger picture.
Yeah, go for that.
I don't know. So I don't want to do
you.
just persuasion or perception.
I get you. You're doing 4D chess.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Oof.
But I'm going to use my flash of genius and add a 5 to that.
Can you do it to your own stuff?
Yes.
Nice. All right. You snatch that victory from the jaws of defeat.
You can do it to any person you can see within 30 feet of you.
You are another creature.
30 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Yep. You go ahead and you're kind of like, for a second, it's just kind of like a jumbled mess. I don't think you've really been to Mirai before. There's no reason to go here because the city sucks. Just putting it lightly, the city fucking sucks.
Okay.
And as far as for Skylar, there's really no draw to the city at all. So like I feel like there's kind of just getting used to like what you see, how people look, how they dress, that kind of thing. And like you're looking over the buildings and stuff, and like it takes you a minute, but you kind of like, okay, if I was to try to attack, here's where I would be, and you kind of like make note of some of the places. You don't see anyone in like a for sure like sniper area essentially. Though you do notice there's like an alleyway off to the side. So like there would still be some empty space, like they'd have to cross empty space to get there, like to get up to the podium. But you do see several people dressed in Lu garb that are kind of like hidden away. They're tucked back there, far enough away to not be like an immediate threat, but they are definitely paying attention to the front. And it's odd because you're not sure if they can actually hear anything from where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, back to the top of the order, Maple.
Oh, we're going again? Okay.
Yeah, I need 6 successes.
Oh, and I'm the 6th. Okay.
No,
Okay.
because you had one fail, so we need you and then one other person.
Oh, okay. Fuck, what can I do now? Name.
I think you should get up there and flex and
Intimidate.
yes. I can't hear you, Alex.
I was suggesting something like acrobatics for readiness, maybe.
That's true.
You gotta stretch.
Trying to figure out some way to work in a sleight of hand.
No, my sleight of hand's lower right now because I don't have the gloves on.
Oh, that's right.
Because I had
Well,
to.
you know, wear gloves.
Because I'm maxed out because I got a tattoo and I'm fucking looking like someone else, so I couldn't wear maple clothes, so I have the cape on to make it look like I'm wearing the guard clothes.
Ha! Laughs in 4 attunement slots.
The gloves of thievery aren't attunement.
Yeah, they are.
They are definitely not.
I have them definitely marked on my sheet as attunement, and I'm pretty sure Alicia said I had to attune to them.
These are special mittens. They may, regardless of whether they
Istis's
truly
one.
are. Istis, I think all of Istis' stuff was attunement.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, I guess I can just like prepare to either fight people or pull him out and into the building, because I think that was our plan, right? Was to get him into the building if shit happened.
I will also let you skip, but the next person will have disadvantage.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Was that our plan?
I'll do it.
Guys?
I don't know if we actually got that far planning, but that is a good plan.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So I guess, yeah.
Well, honestly, I would say give me an initiative roll.
Alright. It's gonna actually change my initiative. No, I'm not clicking the token.
Make sure you're not, make sure you're not selecting the token.
Yep, you succeed.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah, you were basically like on the balls of your foot, like ready to grab and go if you have to. Just intensely aware of everything that's going on in your presence. Like, I almost feel like you kind of tune out some of the like white noise and stuff that's going on and focus just solely on like
danger.
Yeah. All right. Chris, this can be the last check.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, they didn't believe me when I told them, hey, you guys better back up if you got for safety reasons. So with my intense glare, so I will just start picking people up. There you go.
Woo!
Me lift, me put thing down, me lift, me put thing down.
Yeah, you manhandle the press, which is the only appropriate way to deal with them.
I'm sorry. What?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome.
It's all good.
We're manhandling press, apparently.
Why?
Because they're being assholes.
Dead.
Don't think of them as people.
Yeah.
Think of them as like
No, I think of them
hungry,
as people.
ravenous swarm that would, descend upon you and eat you in seconds if they thought it would benefit them.
Is the press evil? Like, what is happening?
In Mirai, probably.
The press would be determined as chaotic neutral in Mirai. But
so things are going well then. Excellent.
Actually, yeah, we just passed our checks, our skill challenge.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
So you guys go ahead and, Nadinia, you forcibly keep them back. And Skylar, from your vantage point, you see those people that were in that alleyway. dressed in the, the Lu garb, and they answer a sending stone, talk with each other for a moment, and you watch as they file out and they leave.
Would I have had enough time to get closer to see if I can listen in?
They weren't really talking.
Okay.
You could probably hear, I would say maybe you could hear from the sending stone when they answer it. You hear someone on the other line say, don't take the risk, just head back.
Cool.
Yeah, so you guys have successfully thwarted a potential attack. Woo! Guys each get a little gold star.
Can I level up now?
No.
Can we level? Are we level 12 yet?
No!
Are you sure?
You go down a level, Chris.
Okay.
Not Nadinia, just you.
Please, I wish to go down levels. I don't want to keep gaining them. No more levels, please.
You know that doesn't take away your age.
Fuck!
It just takes away what you can do.
Fuck!
God, can you imagine if you played a campaign, or maybe not a campaign, it'd be like a one-shot where you started off at level 20 and you just were like losing levels
Oh no.
as you tried to hurriedly finish like whatever the mission is, because if you get to level 1 you'll be too weak to actually complete it.
It actually happened in Warcraft 3. It was amazing.
Well, they stole it from me.
Okay.
Alright.
And then you gained all your levels back at the very end, and it was so fucking cool.
Ooh. Alright. So you guys go ahead and as you are, keeping track, trying to avert any sort of crisis, Cardinal Vincent gives his address. He says, hello, welcome. I know that not many of you might know exactly who I am, but I am Cardinal Vincent, and I am the head of the Temple of Lu worldwide. This position was given to me several years ago by Lu himself after quite an extensive and rigorous process. I feel very blessed to be here in Mirai today. I have heard many wonderful things about your city, and I have also heard many negative reasons, and that is why I'm here today. I am here to help bring the Temple of Lu to Mirai. Now, I know this may seem shocking to many of you, as you may be asking yourselves that you already have a Temple of Lu here. And unfortunately, I am here to inform you that you do not. I have heard plenty about what passes for Lu's temple here. And I would like to tell all of you, without a shadow of a doubt, that these are not followers of Lu. And when he says this, people freak out. Not losing their mind, but people are like, what the fuck? Because this is...
Yeah, the temple has been here for years.
If Jesus came and said the Christian church in America is bad.
It's fake.
Which is I wish he would.
I mean, I think
Anyway.
people literally have, but
Yeah. It's
there's
fine.
a lot of. Gotcha.
As this happens, Skylar's like, "Should we be worried about riots at the Lou Church?" Question mark.
No, no, no.
Not our
I want
people.
them to riot.
Yeah.
No. That's not. That's not our job.
Not our
You
monkeys,
see
not our
people
circus.
in the
Got it.
crowd like shouting and questioning, and they seem like horribly confused. The guards are like holding them back and such. And do remember, like, everyone up here, this is all the upper reach, Lou. There's no one from the lower reach here, other than maybe some of the press.
Are we broadcasting it to the lower reach though?
You can assume that the press is.
Okay, cool.
And didn't we? Or rather, did we set up a thing about that? We did. We did.
Raymond
do a thing.
says he'll set it up.
Yeah, like it was about like I basically made it so that, or I suggested that the lower reach gets some kind of word out.
Yep,
We're gonna do a radio show.
Yeah, it's probably
That
gonna
was
be
the radio.
later.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
it's
was the
gonna be
radio
later.
show. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
but
just
he
didn't
says,
remember what we did.
He says, I know that you all must have quite a lot of questions and quite some searching within yourselves to do, especially those of you who have found yourselves being devout for Lou. And I would like to make something very clear, and I think once you know this, you will come to the same conclusion I have. Lou is not the god of wealth. He is not about being wealthy or acquiring money to hoard and store away. He is the god of commerce above all things else. He is the god of money moving to people, of helping people, of businesses, of new starts and beginnings, of people getting paid a fair amount for what they do, and for people having a chance. In no part of Lou's doctrine is money ideally supposed to be a burden and supposed to be something to hold people back. Money is supposed to be a tool to help everyone move forward. And I believe that if you take the time and really look at the Temple of Lou that is here in this city today, you will not find any of that doctrine. And he goes on a little bit longer. I'm not going to go into the full thing with it, but he talks a little bit more about Lou's doctrine and how he knows that this doesn't line up with the church. And he says, now I am here to try to bring Lou's true light to Mirai. I would love to take the opportunity to meet those here in the city that believe themselves to be followers of Lou, and if they are, and if that is true, and they have simply been shaken from the true path, I would have no issue in helping to correct them. But I promise that when I leave, when I have to return back to Taros, that I will leave this city with the knowledge of what a Temple of Lou should be. To know what Lou is actually about and to spread his mission as it was intended. I have a schedule planned out with the help of Lord Raymond, who has been a large help among what the Star called in letting me know of this issue and letting Lou know of this issue. And when he says Lou, there's a heaviness that kind of sinks in the air for a moment, one that is not natural, almost like something tuned in at that very moment to kind of make itself known.
Ooh.
And I will say this, that while we can understand, and certainly not everyone needs to follow our ideals or be a follower of Lou or anything like that, we do not tolerate heresy, and we do not tolerate blasphemy and the tainting of our ways and our name of our God. This will be a time of coming to terms, of understanding, and of righting wrongs that have long been in the mix. And for most of you, while this will be confusing and frustrating and possibly may undermine some of your faith, and I deeply apologize for that, and I hope that we can restore it. But for those of you who know the doctrine and turned it and twisted it into something that you can manipulate and use for your own benefit, we will not tolerate it. And we will not leave the city until justice is served. As he finishes up his speech, there are several questions being shouted at from the press. He answers most of them rather quickly, a quick point, and, most of the questions are rather general, or at least things that you kind of were expecting and already knew. For instance, how can you say this without, actually talking to the temple at all? And Lou says that, or not Lou, Vincent says that Lou told him personally that he does not have a single cleric here in the city, which, again, people fucking lose it.
Finally! Fucking is, because Iris is, up on the thing with them, right? I think it is very hard for her not to just have a shit-eating grin the whole fucking time.
I will say, Kira, when you're Kira and Skylar specifically, as you guys are kind of going throughout the main crowd, like I said, there were some very clear clerics of Lou that were there, and when this is said, you watch them start to try to slink away.
These motherfuckers.
And you just see this look of pure panic. And people notice, and they turn and start screaming at them, what the hell are they talking about?
Do a miracle right now. Do it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Which is becoming more volatile, the press or the general public?
The general public.
Okay. I would like to put myself in defense of the press and the people that are there. I don't want anybody hurt at the end of this.
Yeah, you can move out of the press and be in that middle area, and keeping an eye on it. How to phrase this? If this was the lower reach, this would be a full-blown riot. since this is the upper reach, and another thing is that they actually have like proper guards and enough guards, it is being kept mostly restrained. What's happening in the lower reach right now, if they are straight broadcasting it, you have no idea.
I will text Skylar to go at least look at the situation, because we need to and I'm gonna text to everybody, we need to douse this flame before it becomes too before it becomes too hot, because destruction is not what we're looking for today.
I kind of disagree, but I don't know if that's the text chat we have.
I mean,
I fully disagree that we don't need people just breaking things.
Quinn is pro-revolution.
Yeah.
You can be pro-revolution, but it's not everybody's fault that that the people who are supposedly following Lou are a piece of shit.
I mean, the people most at danger would be the clerics of Lou right now.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think the lower reach has a tendency to just break shit. I think if they're going to activate anything, it's going to be against the people who deserve it.
Yeah.
So Quinn doesn't really care if they do.
Yeah.
You can disagree.
I am going to disagree. Nadinia is going to disagree.
I mean, that also makes sense considering Nadinia is not from the lower reach. The stuff Nadinia's probably heard about the lower reach when they get riled up is probably not good.
It doesn't matter regardless, because she doesn't believe that destroying property is going to be helpful, or killing people is going to be helpful in this at this point, at this juncture.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah. You go ahead and text Skylar. Skylar, do you leave now? Do you wait? What do you want to do?
Skylar texts back. Yeah, sure. Then like a second goes by. Which way do I go?
Shit. Okay, that's fair. All right, I'll leave it. I'll text, don't worry about it.
I can fly around to see if like there's stuff going on, but
please do, but don't go too far. If you don't know where you're going, don't go too far.
Yeah, I've been in big cities before. I'll be fine.
And we never saw him again.
Womp womp.
Just like Friendly, Skylar is dead.
No, he's not dead. He's
No,
just aggressively lost.
Each recap, Friendly and
Skylar are dead.
Everything
Fucking
Craig touches dies.
Every session. Well, Craig has a new character.
Friendly is dead.
I would at least do every month.
Yeah, fair.
That way you guys can get more attached.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I would fly around. I probably wouldn't leave. I probably would keep wherever we are in my field of vision, so I know how to get back if I need to.
No, that's fair. The Upper Reach actually has a pretty well-designed layout, so it's relatively easy to get around here. It's really the Lower Reach that's like kind of difficult. But you go ahead and you can fly around at least the Upper Reach. You don't really see anyone like freaking out as much as like there. You definitely can see some people like gathered around different radios and stuff. Like there's one gathered around like there's some like restaurants or cafes that have them, and you see like people have like gathered around off the street, like towards one just to like listen to it. And there's a lot of like talk as it's going on. But it's really like near where there's like a bunch of anger specifically.
Okay.
I would like to text my mom to see what she gets a feel for down lower, since she's actually down there.
Your mom's working.
She's up here?
Yeah.
I text Dad.
He's probably working too.
Shit.
They work and have jobs, man.
Yeah, but they might have been tuning into it.
I mean, there is a chance. You can definitely ask them.
Yeah, I'll text.
That.
I'll text.
Yeah. Your dad texts back, "Call me."
That's such a dad answer.
It really is.
When you text your dad because you can't call me.
Okay. Does the audience look like it's going to be generally okay, or am I providing a lot for this situation?
You... Okay, so a lot of what the guards are doing right at this moment is they're basically trying to help the Lou people, like, get away.
Okay. I'm not doing that.
No, but because they are in the crowd doing it, there's not really too many people left to, like, supervise the crowd moving forward, or, like...
Okay,
you know.
I'll stay here for now.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm just going to make sure that some kind of peace is consistent.
Okay. So the general speaking, you know, there's several more questions about this, you know, that kind of thing, asking like, you know, why now? Which he responds that like he was not aware of this being an issue, or aware of the presence of these false Lu temples or people. He you can tell, like, specifically Maple, you can tell he's fucking pissed. Like, he's trying to be a little bit nicer with it. He doesn't, like, outright say, like, these false temples. He says wayward temples, or temples that don't know the true doctrine. Just, you know, like, in most of this, he's fucking, like, punching them hard. But, like, he doesn't necessarily want people to completely give up the temples themselves. So he's trying to play a little bit nice with that. But
he managed.
You know, he's very upset with this, and you can tell he's just like, there's probably some things he could have phrased better that he doesn't seem to be bothering.
Okay.
Not that he's going overboard, just like some things where you're like, yeah. But he answers basically all of the questions and eventually kind of cuts it short. You can tell that he's like kind of exhausted by all this. Like, he just literally jumped across the world, got, you know, freaking speed runned with Raymond on like how to talk, and then gave this huge speech and stuff, and like this press conference and things, and it's pretty draining on him. So he goes ahead and he nods to both of you and Iris that he, you know, and he says, I thank all of you for coming today and for allowing me to freely speak to all of you. I understand that these next several days are going to be very confusing and very difficult for so many people. But I want to let everyone know that in the end, this should be something wonderful for all of you. I am so excited and grateful to be able to teach you the true Lou and what he stands for and what he brings. The amount of kindness and compassion that he has that I don't think has been shown here. I am so excited to finally bring it and to finally introduce you to it. I don't have the same experiences as all of you, but I can tell that for most of Mirai, it is a difficult and unforgiving place. I hope to take this one thing that for many of you might have been a difficulty, that might have been a stress, that might have been something that is tearing at you, that is hurting you. I hope to take this and to make it into one of the best blessings that you can receive. It will be difficult. It is a change that I don't think will go completely smoothly, but I really do hope that at the end of all of this, that there can be healing. And with that, he says, no further questions, and may Lou's blessing be upon all of you. And as he says that, there is kind of like this, it almost sounds like the ring of a bell when you go into like a store, like a little like cute tucked away small store, and everyone can look in their pocket as they feel a single gold coin. And for the entire press, the entire audience, everyone that was there is now a single gold coin that has been added to their pocket as the blessing of Lou. And he heads back to the carriage.
Do we get one?
Yes, you do.
Nice. I don't have 10 gold anymore. I have 11.
As he gets in the carriage, he lets out a huge sigh, and he looks to you, Maple, and Kira, or not Kira, god fucking hell, Maple and Iris, and he says, was that okay? I feel like I fucked up.
I mean, it was good. You let a few things slip from your anger, but you did better than I would have.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly got a reaction, and that's exactly what we were here for. You were very, very eloquent up there.
He lets out another sigh, and he's like, I'm missing, like, this actually is making me miss my desk. He just, like, rubs the, like, you know, his eyes, just, So the carriage, like, the other guards get in, but the carriage was going to leave without the rest of you. Just so that you guys could handle, like, letting the crowd kind of disperse.
Sure.
And because they figured you could probably walk back to, the temple.
Or fly, or whatever.
Or get an Uber or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm gonna get an Uber.
But yeah, you see like the press disperses really quickly. Like it's like, when you turn on a light in a dark room and the cockroaches all scurry off, like that's just scatter. Yeah, they have places to go, people to see. They gotta fucking turn that in, because that's gonna be some hard news. If they're lucky, if they get there fast enough, it might even make the evening news. Because I
think there'll be a special edition.
It's like late afternoon, getting close to evening time. So they're gone. They've scattered. The crowd disperses relatively soon after. People kind of stay for a while and seem to be processing, to be talking. Some of those people I said that like weren't clerics but had like Lou regalia, like maybe they had a necklace or they had something like that. You see some of them like off to the side kind of praying. I mean their whole life has been put into question, so a lot of them you think might just be trying to like make sense of it all. But yeah, you guys can meet up as soon as most of the people have left and figure out what you want to do next, although Maple and Iris are in the carriage heading back to Isis's temple.
Well, I think we should probably go there too.
Okay.
That's kind of my take on it. I don't know if anyone else has any other ideas.
You guys could go check on the lower reach real quick.
That's what I intend to do.
Quinn would like to go down to the lower reach.
There it is.
Nadina, you should know that we're not the lower reach's favorite people right now. I don't think necessarily trying to step in and stop them is going to do favors for our cause, even if they are doing things we don't approve of.
Oh, what?
So I'm
just let whatever happens happen.
I'm saying that if the image of the Church of Isis is important to you, don't walk in as a rich, blessed girl and tell them how they should respond to the news that they've been oppressed by a lie.
Again. And if people are getting hurt, you want me to do nothing?
Eventually, yeah.
Well, that's not happening.
Then you should probably stay up here.
No.
Isn't it our responsibility to make sure that what we've brought to this city doesn't end up killing people?
I'm saying I don't think they're down there killing the cultists of Loot. But I am saying we're not siding with the oppressors.
I'm not trying to side with the oppressors. I'm trying to make sure people don't get hurt.
So don't go aggravate a situation.
I'm not. I'm making sure that people don't get hurt.
You will never understand.
What?
I think he just starts to walk away. Well, drive away.
They're away.
Healy away from his feelies.
Healy's away.
And she turns around and goes towards the lower reach.
So they're both heading in the same direction, just like
Yeah.
not talking to each other.
Yeah.
So I do want to point out everyone can fly except Kira. Is she hitching a ride? Is she flying herself? I know. I just meant not instinctively.
Wait, how is Nadinia flying?
Her
I have
socks.
socks.
Right.
The thing that she's been able to do from
How'd you forget about her flight? She flies constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been a minute.
All right, you all somehow get down there. I'm going to imagine my own way that Kira gets down there. Which is going to
fly.
No. I'm imagining a different way, which is you tie a rope around the wheelchair, and then
Just hang there.
This is stupid. I veto it.
And then kind of like a snowboard, but not fully. Ride the wind down there. I think that's how it works.
Makes sense to me.
No, yeah, I mean you fly down there because you're a cool wizard lady.
Why did none of us take the ferry?
Because it's faster to fly.
Okay.
Take the ferry. Oh, I thought you were talking about Skylar. I'm like, did you leave him there?
Skylar
Were you
can't
like,
come.
no, Skylar,
He's
you
not allowed to
can't come with us?
That's fine.
Ah,
Only
shit,
Mariah
we
and
forgot
Mariah.
Skylar.
Now, in a different method of taking the ferry, I am picturing Kira hanging on to Skylar's feet as he flaps aggressively, trying to get to the lower reach.
Perfect, amazing, A+. So you guys get to the lower reach, and there's definitely some tension. You see a lot of people in the streets, kind of like mass groups of them, essentially, with people shouting and seeming fucking pissed, and I would call it maybe the starts of a potential mob riot. But you also see the wonderful guards of the lower reach, who is now going through and very roughly and forcefully trying to break up these crowds, and in all of their intelligence and glory, start screaming at people to go back into their homes.
Oh, that's gonna go great.
Which, of course, seems to piss off the people even more. And I will tell Quinn this, because I'm sure you've seen this. You would not be surprised if the guards got violent very soon.
Where's that good SEMO when you need it?
I would like to approach one of the guards who looks more hesitant.
Okay. Yeah, you see a guard who I wouldn't say necessarily hesitant, but more of he's definitely calmer. He is still like telling people like, "Hey, please move off move off the streets, stop congregating in the middle here," you know. Basically trying to clear people up, but not like necessarily being as forceful, especially physically, like some of the others are.
He is doing his job.
I'd like to kind of warn him, essentially, of basically like, hey, you need to get your people in line because you know this changes everything. And there will be blood if the cops get too riled up.
No, and he kind of like he gives like a very like frustrated sigh, and he's like, "Of course I know that. They know that too. They're scared."
Then why are they making it worse?
Because that's a natural reaction to being scared. Is you overreact, you get a bit forceful.
I'm sorry, I'm sure you know who I am, but in case you don't, hi, I'm Quinn. I'm one of the Starcalled.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, that's why I said I figured you could. Can I talk to your supervisor? I want everyone to get home safe tonight. Nothing will get accomplished through lashing out right now.
He points back, and you see like a large fortified like black carriage in the back. And he says there's a couple one of the division leaders is in there. You could talk to him there.
All right, I'll head over there.
Yeah. You go ahead and I assume knock, I guess. I mean, they probably see you coming and open up. And there's a man that opens up. He is a rather rotund tiefling. And he kind of looks to you, he's like, "Oh, great, the Starcalled's here. That'll fix everything.
Thank you.
So I can just pull all my guys, you'll take care of everything and take responsibility and blame and all that stuff?"
Oh, no, if you pull all your guys, I'm going to lead the march. I don't care. But I would prefer that no one get hurt tonight. So I'm trying to see what can be done to ensure that your men don't aggravate this further.
He kind of shrugs and says, "My men are all trained guards with many years on them, and they know how to handle themselves."
Do they? And I'll kind of point to one of the guys who's being rougher.
And he says, "These are dangerous people. You never know what they might do."
Fuck you.
I think Quinn gets a very sour look on his face, and he says,
"These people are poor. You don't know what poor people do."
You know that's not true. You heard the reports as well as any of them, and you know that everything they're upset about is fair and right for them to be.
Roll me an intimidation or persuasion. The result will be the same, but if you fail, there will be a difference depending on which one you rolled. Okay. He grits his teeth and he's like, listen, most of my guys here are from the lower reach too. I myself. You don't think I'm fucking livid as all hell after what was just said?
I'm sure you are. You should be. It doesn't matter if you're from the lower reach. You should be mad.
But these men have a job to do. They know they have a job to do and that it's dangerous. I'm trying the best I can with the resources I have. If you have a better idea, I'd love to hear it. Hell, I'll let you talk to the men themselves. They all have stones on them. You can broadcast a message for all I care.
Can I stand on top of your car?
You're in a wheelchair. So I guess you can float.
Yeah, but can I do it over the car?
Sure.
Alright. Quinn is going to get on top of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to borrow a bullhorn if there is one.
Sure. Yeah, they'd have one, definitely.
And he's going to address the people of the lower reach.
The bitches.
Okay.
And he's going to tell them to return home. For tomorrow, we're going to do a sit-in at the Temple of Lu. And we're not leaving until their leadership gives us answers. So rest tonight and prepare.
Tomorrow we crime.
All right. Roll me 2 persuasions.
Okay. Trying to figure out where the thing is for this. There's the one meta magic feature that gives advantage. I'm trying to, or not, or sorcery point 1. No, it's
I know what you're talking about. It works.
It's like one of the
optional Tasha features, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll use sorcery points for both of them to give myself advantage. 31 and 27.
I feel like when you're up there, you get a flashback to your Red Rioter days. Just, even the bullhorn in your hand, just this sheer memory of this is right. This is what you are used to and what... When you first joined the Red Rioters, when you first tried to help them and to make a difference, it felt so incredibly right. And so, for the first time, all this anger that you had been feeling, it felt justified. It was validated. It was turned to a purpose. And you feel this now, and you feel this giving everyone a purpose. This is the best thing you can do when you are dealing with anger. The best medicine for unchecked rage and anger is a purpose. You see the crowd turn to you, and they listen, and you see in each of them a flame that has been lit. The lower reach is normally a place of people who are beaten down, of passion turned into survival, and to see these faces that when you used to yell and shout and try to get them to be as angry as you are, to want this righteous fury, you never were really able to get it. You could get some from other kids your age who, weren't as horribly downtrodden, but you had always seen so many blank faces just stare and watch as you poured out your emotions and feelings. And now you see these same faces that have almost awoken, that seem in a completely new light, that seem finally awake and feeling. You see these people who have been beaten and pushed in the mud finally start to rise, and this anger that they have inside of them, this flame, matches with yours. And as you do see them disperse, you still feel this flame and passion in them. They are shouting, they are cheering, and you hear proclamations, declarations, promises that this will not go unanswered, and talks about what they will do. And you watch as, while there are still some people who are not necessarily fully dispersing, they're more moving to the side, you see as this, what was originally a crisis, slowly starts to de-escalate. The guards see them being listened to, and so they stop being physical. You can see in some of their faces too that they also seem, they're just as pissed. And since they're no longer have to be afraid of these people who they are a part of, they're also listening, and there's a similar kind of flame behind their eyes too. And for Nadinia, for Skylar, for Kira, you watch a leader. You watch as Quinn takes control, and as all these people listen and align with him.
Mighty yellow right now.
He'll get off the roof, and he might approach some of the groups that are moving to the side and kind of see how they're doing, talk plans, like just general,
Yeah.
preparing for the revolution.
Most of them are groups of people who are just, they're wound up and they're just talking about their grievances, and you go over and join them and hear some of their stories. These people talking about how they placed all their faith in Lou, the horrible things that they just accepted because it came from a god. You know, that's what they were always told. Like, this is what Lou wanted. And the concept for many of them that Lou didn't want anyone to be in poverty is so, it's so insane and so upsetting that they're talking and kind of trying to process it. And you can go over and talk with them and kind of like, honestly, they just want to tell people.
Yeah, he'll listen, and I think he'll in some ways encourage them in their faith of like, I know this is earth-shattering, but everything, at least I'm assuming, everything that a person from the lower reach loved about Lou is still there, and it's so much better than they probably could even have imagined him to have been. I think he encourages them to not turn away, but help the Vincent establish a true Church of Blue here. But first, we've got to get rid of the rod. But he also listens a lot.
No, you definitely, you listen and you kind of like help them out. And you know, some of them, like, you know, some of these people do actually know each other, and so they do they head off like with each other to go talk about it, maybe, you know, at a bar or something that you're pretty sure that all the bars are going to be filled tonight.
Yeah. He encourages people to spread the word and show up tomorrow.
Yeah. What do the rest of you guys do?
Adenia was just watching.
Yeah, I'm just watching. Like, oh, that went well. I think.
She was there to make sure any violence that was happening, she put an end to it. No violence happened. That's that.
Yeah. Quinn, you can take a step back, metaphorically, and you can definitely see that this situation is well taken care of.
I think for the first time in like a week plus, Quinn feels good. Even if, you know, he still feels like shit.
While that's happening, though, Nadenia is going to call her father.
Okay. Yeah, Nadenia, you call him, and he's like, "Oh, Pumpkin, good. Are you okay? Are you all right?"
Adam, fine.
Sorry, I know. I'm not sure if you heard on the old static box, but some crazy news just got told about the whole Temple of Lu and all this stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if there might be some rioting, so make sure you stay inside tonight, okay?
Yes, sir. How is everything?
Oh, just fine. Up here in the, not much in the upper reach. I don't, I'll make sure everything's nice and boarded up or not boarded up, but, locked up for tonight just in case.
And Otto?
Well, I think you should be back home from school. Good thing
are you not coming in? Are you not home yet?
No, still at work. Late night. Well, it was going to be a late night. I'll head home early.
Yeah, I was about to say, go home early today. And just don't do anything stupid.
He laughs and he says, "Oh, I won't do anything that you wouldn't do."
I'm not the best role model there, but okay. Yeah, sure. I'll probably go visit Otto, but Otto, and wait till you get there. We still have a lot of things to do.
That would be great. He has been taking care of your the pet rat that you got. Pretty well trained for a rat.
Is he? And she'll look over at Kira and say, and like put the stone down and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go."
Where?
I'm just gonna visit my brother, see if he's all right.
Oh, okay.
Just, I'll meet you guys back up there. If anything, the other two are with, the other two are with the Lou guy, so I think it'll be fine for now.
Very well.
And she'll walk off. She'll start walking. Fly off, and while she is, just group chat, and then keep going. Yeah, Dad, I have a couple of questions for you about your business, actually.
I'm sorry. I'm so happy. Are you finally getting in the trading business, the mercantile?
Kinda.
But we will let that fade to black as you know. All right. Quinn, was there anything else you wanted to do?
I don't necessarily think so.
Kira, Skylar?
Oh, situation seems to be under control.
Yeah, not really.
We did it, guys.
Didn't fuck it up.
We solved the riot puzzle.
I mean, Quinn did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Quinn did all the lifting there.
Okay, alright. If we all solved the puzzles before, then we all solve the puzzles together. Alright?
Yeah, okay.
When did we ever all solve the puzzles? We're a greedy group.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit, man.
Okay. I'm not that greedy. I only have 10 gold. I don't like buying things for me.
11
gold.
No, I have 10 gold. 11. The 11th gold is a lucky coin. Okay. That's not money.
The Lou one?
Yeah, that's not money. That's God's gold.
Okay, I mean, it is legitimate money, but okay.
No, I'm not spending it on a single thing.
Oh, okay.
I actually have a plan for this golden coin.
God, remember when Blue got special dragon money and she immediately spent it?
Yeah. Yeah.
To get a poster of Evan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens with the two who return to the temple?
Yeah, you guys get back to the temple. Raymond was in a separate carriage, so him and Leon come out. And Raymond is just like bursting with joy. Like, you have not seen this man so happy, like, ever. Like, he normally has like kind of a like grandpa vibe happy, where it's like generally like, you know, even if he's not in the best like mood or situation, he's always like happy enough when he sees you guys that he has a smile. But like, he is like legitimately over the moon right now. And you see him and his husband, they walk out, and like Raymond is like laughing, and like he almost seems like 10 years younger. And he comes up to you and he like claps Cardinal Vincent on the shoulder, and he says, "That was one of the most satisfying things that I have ever seen in oh goodness, my many years in politics." That was, and he just like almost seems unable to like fully describe it, and he's just like, I cannot tell you how much that all meant to me. Just that we're finally getting somewhere. And he's like, I know we have a lot more work to do, but we are finally getting somewhere. But I'm sorry, we should all get in the temple, and it's not safe to linger outside right now.
Yeah, Maple's been scanning the area.
Mm-hmm.
Still in bodyguard mode.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
No, and Iris is like scanning the like bottom like walls of the temple from the outside, looking for any rats. Because don't think I forgot about that shit, Alicia.
Dang it. You see a little rat with a top hat, and he does like a little jig.
He's fine. That's Jeremy. He's allowed.
You
also has a
established
knife.
a betrayal.
No.
He's got a little knife.
No.
Jeremy, what do you have? A knife.
No. But yeah, you guys head into back into the temple, and Raymond is, he's still just like, this is such a huge accomplishment, something he's been working for forever. It's difficult to describe just how much lighter he almost seems to be as you guys head in, and he says, so I know we have plenty of, well, issues and things to take care of, but if you will all indulge me, I would like to do just a little bit of celebrating and giving our guest a proper welcome. Don't worry, we won't have to leave the temple at all. You can keep the area nice and secure. But I have a friend of mine who is a private chef, and I was hoping to bring him here and have him cook for all of you. I also have a couple of bottles of wine that I've been keeping for a special occasion, and I know a rather good bakery that I think might be able to do a delivery, and he looks to you, Iris, for this.
Yeah, I hear they have a special on
That's not Iris's voice.
What?
That's not Iris's voice.
Is it not?
Yeah,
Kinda was.
Kind of.
Listen.
You were getting into it. You were getting into it.
Ahem. Let me channel. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it.
Special
Shit.
on.
Oh yes, they're having a special on whatever what's his face's favorite cake is. I don't think I ever asked.
Vincent?
Though. Shit.
Vincent looks delighted and he says, I really like shortcake.
With strawberries or raspberries?
Oh, it would taste good with fruit on it.
Oh, no.
My sweet summer
honey.
child.
Milk toast, motherfucker.
It's a good thing Quinny's not here, because I think he'd just yeet the man out of the room. What the fuck?
Is this the most boring man on the planet? That's how you become the head of Lou. You have to be
He's the head accountant of the world. Of course he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine being the most boring man alive.
He's the divine accountant.
Accounting's not that boring.
Cardinal Vincent, I promise we'll have a whole spread of shortcakes and fruits, and you know what? I'll even have them throw in some donuts. Have you ever had a donut?
Oh, yeah, I've had donuts before.
Were they
Okay, thank
fresh?
God.
I don't know.
I'm in bags
So
from the store,
probably
right,
not.
Snap?
You know what? We'll get to spread.
He nods. Oh, could you put fruit on donuts?
You can put fruit in donuts. Have you not had a jelly-filled
Inside?
Oh, my poor man. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna blow your fucking mind with cupcakes, aren't I?
With what?
He doesn't know what a cupcake is?
This man doesn't eat much.
He knows them as muffins.
He lives off coffee and the will of God.
He
That's
lives
fair.
off of the food that he can scrounge in the work.
People,
in the work
we need to go
office.
back and talk to his secretary and get them
Yeah.
to sign him up for like an express delivery of food. There's
Yeah,
too many
can we, like,
good food
DoorDash?
places in fucking Taros that he has
This
not tried.
episode sponsored by HelloFresh. Just need HelloFresh subscription.
No, it's just
No,
Uber
no.
Eats.
It can't be HelloFresh because he won't have time to make it.
Yeah,
It's got to
just
be
make
like
it Uber Eats.
fantasy Uber Eats or something. DragonDash. No, it's DragonDash. I got it.
Dragon Dash? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love it. Amazing. A+.
Put that existential dread and time-sensitive issues. Fuck all that. New campaign. We're making DragonDash.
Honestly, doing a campaign where you're like trying to run a food industry and just like having people order food from like the most dangerous places, therefore you send really good fucking missionaries to go deliver food would be an amazing fucking campaign.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
That'd be really cool. Because then you can make up all these like really intricate fucking weird ass NPCs who live in like the top of like a mountain that has a dragon horde or something in it, and just be like, "Oh, I wanted donuts."
But every Wednesday they order some fucking kick-ass pepperoni pizza.
Like
the Krusty Krab pizza.
Yeah, like literally having to go underwater for some fucking wizard who like made his laboratory in a goddamn bubble under the sea.
Can you imagine?
That'd be
it's like
so
a
annoying.
wizard. You have to go through a dungeon because the wizard forgot where he put the off switch.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have just knocked.
Dude, this campaign would be so funny.
You gotta go through all the traps because he forgot how to turn it off.
That'd actually be a really fun campaign.
Alright. But you know, Raymond, he'll take that as a yes. I can bring in the chef buddy and stuff, so he will get that all set up.
Yeah.
And you know, orders. He hands you his Lou card, which he's like, I understand the issue, but also this is the easiest way to order stuff right now.
It's gonna be null and void in a minute. Use it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, go for it. Use it. And tells you to go ahead and order whatever you want off his card.
Hell yeah. I call my mom and I implore on her that this man has never had a good like bakery item, which I'm sure will result in her going absolutely fucking overboard to try to impress this man. So like
oh yeah, she's like I got you. Like she seems more offended than you are. And she takes it as her personal mission to try to introduce him to some of the best things available.
Incredible.
So she tells you she's got this. But yeah. You guys have like a nice delightful time as you go to like sit down. Maurice brings out like a spread of like appetizers and hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and Raymond goes ahead and breaks out one of the bottles of wine that he's been saving. It's got like this, it's like a dark, like almost with like a spice to it kind of wine.
Ooh.
And you guys have like a really delightful time as the others like try to solve a economic disparity.
Yep.
But I assume eventually that the others come back too. Right?
Nah, they all left.
Yeah. Oh no.
They stole a motorcycle and left.
Once things are under control.
Yeah. So Quinn, Skylar, and Kira all come back. You guys come back to see everyone chatting, having like a fairly good time. I mean, both Maurice and Raymond are just like bouncing stuff off of each other and talking about how, you know, this is something they have been working on for a long time and they're very proud of it. Vincent is seeming to try to understand that this is downtime. And yeah, you guys come in. There's appetizers. There's a very fancy wine for you, and you guys kind of chill until eventually the chef comes. It is a small green kobold named Spoons.
Oh my god. Yes.
He only talks in the third person.
Amazing.
And he
Spoons
tells
only
you
talks
all
in first.
that Spoons will have the food done in just a jiffy.
Where's the voice for Spoons?
Spoons will have this done in just a jiffy. I'll sit, I'll eat, I'll drink. Drink makes my food taste better. And he heads off into the kitchen.
I would die for Spoons.
I'm sorry. Drink makes Spoon's food taste better. And he heads off, and I'm bad at talking in the third person. No one wants me to be good at talking in the third person. He heads off into the kitchen. You hear enormously loud, like, banging and clattering and, like, all this stuff.
Celebrity chef. Spoons Magoo.
If any of you listen to the radio, he actually does have his own series of he does like his own thing where he like walks through recipes with people.
Fuck yeah.
Nick and
that's
Quinn
cool.
have definitely late night listened to Spoons Magoo and narrated along.
Like when we were kids, we definitely like tried to follow a recipe along like in the bakery, and it ended up so bad.
Oh yeah, let's make a souffle smile.
Yeah.
I feel like Nick messed up and like would like whenever because Spoons, talks in the third person, he would like mistake that for like needing to stir or like spoons or something with that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like spoons will take this, and you just throw spoons like in the cookie batter for some reason.
Spoons the batter. Like, yeah.
Spoons pours the batter into, and like he's like pouring the batter into Spoons then into the pan, and just makes a huge mess.
Oh, I'm in hell.
I think that's why we stopped listening to Spoons. Nick couldn't handle it.
But
sorry, cat
yeah.
my microphone.
I imagine at some point Nadinia probably comes, unless you spend dinner with your family.
Hey, I do, but I wanted to do a thing about the dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can jump and do that.
Yeah, it's just one small thing.
Okay.
Want to take 10 minutes to cast a spell that I know now.
Okay.
I must know.
Okay. All right, you go. Otto says hi. He is happy to see you. It doesn't seem like he's heard the news yet.
Okay, but is he a happy boy?
Otto, I mean, he seems pretty fine.
Okay, cause
he's a tough kid to read.
Okay, that's fair. That is very fair.
But he does mention that he really likes Archer.
Awesome.
I love your fucked up dog.
I'm gonna go talk to my dog now.
Okay. He leads you, and you find Archer is he's actually like laying on the couch, pretty calm. Looks up, sees you, and then like immediately like starts trying to bite your leg.
Which one?
The fake one.
Hey, Archer. How's it going?
You
Kill, maim, destroy, kill, maim, destroy, kill, maim, destroy.
Why do you want to kill me, buddy?
And he like stops for a second and like looks up at you.
Mother, I crave violence.
Yeah, I'm trying to get...
Oh, take your time. I know I kind of dropped this on you.
You did kind of drop this on me. I now have to come up with a human-like personality for a dog. Just fight alpha, win, be bigger, be better.
Ah. Well, you're just gonna have to keep trying, buddy.
And goes back to attacking your foot.
Mm-hmm.
Reinforcement.
And I'll look back to Otto. Thank you for taking care of him.
Yeah, he nods.
And I'll lean down to Archer and say, until you do, until you beat me, could you take care of him? And I'll point over to Otto.
Of course, he's weak.
She nods.
Also a tiny dog.
Wait, I have to acknowledge something here. This means that Archer thought Nick was a threat?
No, Archer
No.
thought Nick was food.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Most animals see him as food, but
Oh no, that actually brings up horrible implications about what Nick is. Of course he thought Nick was food. Nick isn't people.
yep.
There's a lot of stuff you can look back now and be like, oh no.
God.
Like the wonderful moment when Nick's mom said, that's not my son.
It really
I was-
wasn't her son.
Practically giggling in my seat.
I think Nadine's memory, like when he does, when like that realization happens, and she just suddenly is just like held in place. Okay, I gotta go now.
Okay.
But Dad will be home soon, and until then, lock up the place, please.
Okay.
You all right?
Of course, sister.
How's school?
I am excelling above most of my peers.
That's a Withers for you. And how are the kids treating you?
You see like a little bit of like a wince there.
They're bullying you?
He doesn't respond.
Thinks on it for a minute. I'll see what I can do about it.
I don't need you to do everything.
You don't want my help?
You have more important things.
That's not what I asked.
I do not require your help, sister.
All right. I'll let it go. She nods and says, I gotta get back. Things are about to get really scary around here. Watch Dad for me.
Of course.
Make sure he doesn't do anything brave or stupid or both.
I'm a child. I cannot stop a full-grown man.
You'd be surprised what you can do with your words.
It really is weak.
Yeah, get good, kid.
Have some umph to it. No, just yell at him a little bit. Don't yell at Dad. He's. It's not worth it.
He's just staring at you like the blank-faced Victorian child he is.
Oh no! Yeah, it's creepy.
Oh no, he's back in the painting.
And Dina will give him one last hug and then head out.
Okay. All right.
Just a little leg shake to get Archer off, and then leaves.
Yeah. Well, you actually see Otto picks him up, completely calm.
Yeah. No, I fully understand now.
But yeah, you go ahead and head back. Everyone is drinking, eating hors d'oeuvres, and there is a small green kobold in the kitchen.
See everybody eating, walk past to the kitchen, walk back. What? Is he wearing a chef's hat?
He is. He's wearing a chef's hat and an apron. And he seems to have opened up a bag of holding that held like a whole bunch of stuff. He is currently chopping at a hunk of meat that you don't know what it's from, but it's like 4 or 5 times the size.
Who brought the dragon into the kitchen?
Oh,
and what's his name?
That is Spoons. He is a celebrity chef.
Oh my goodness. I am not dressed to look at, to be seen at by a celebrity. I will be right back.
You literally look like that in front of the head priest of... Okay.
I didn't have a proper change of clothes last time. Now I have my whole wardrobe.
Didn't you have your outfits from your modeling back in Taros?
Yeah, but that's for modeling. I'm trying to dress casual.
Is that not the same thing?
I'm trying to dress casual.
One of these outfits has a lot more zippers. Fashion.
Maple knows nothing about fashion.
He said casual, not like Kingdom Hearts.
Isn't it the same?
Casually Kingdom Hearts.
Isn't the more zippers, it's the more casual? Isn't zippers a good thing? It means you have more pockets.
It's belts. It's actually more belts. It's just more belts.
Sorry. Very big zippers.
Final Fantasy is zippers.
That's right.
They're similar.
I still love Lulu the most.
Her dress isn't technically Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy? It's got the same characters.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
They were in it though.
Yes, I know, but not anymore.
I mean, I think that still counts.
Can't believe Mario killed Sephiroth.
I can.
Look, it's just belts, okay? It's just belts. It's just belts.
It does just look like she went to a thrift store, found like a good jacket, but it was missing the front, so she had to use up all the belts there.
It's just belts. And she wears that for the entire game. And the game after that.
But yeah, you guys have a nice time. The chef makes you apparently what he was roasting was it was griffin. So you guys have like a whole bunch of how to phrase it?
Griffin nuggets.
Like, yeah, it's actually all just chicken nuggets, but that'd be amazing. No, a lot of the style when it comes to Mirai is like English style kind of food. But what he makes is actually much more similar to like a curry. So it's got like these really like interesting spices and stuff that like most of you have never had before. You know, he makes it all like fresh, and then he has some more traditional stuff for like people who like aren't used to that. He makes like kind of like a beef Wellington and like a couple other different like more base foods, but everything is fucking delicious. He does an absolutely great job.
I begin to consume. I wish to eat my weight.
He has 3 different curries. He says the first one is mild, the second one is spicy, and the third one is for the brave.
I want all of it.
If you want to try the third one, I will need a con save.
That's fine.
A waiver, presumably.
Okay, you both are able to consume the brave curry. It has spices that interact with each other in ways that like you didn't know was possible. Just there's such a depth to it, and it is incredibly spicy, but it's that type of spice where like it has a point to it. It has a flavor that you're not really sure could be replicated in any other type of dish. But yeah, was there anything?
I like your food, Mr. Magic Green Dragon.
It is Mr. Chef Spoons to you.
Mr. Chef Spoons to me.
He narrows his little eyes at you. And he says, "Very funny."
I know. Sometimes I can actually be adorable.
Ha! No one is cuter than Mr. Chef Spoons.
Fair enough. I don't know anybody cuter than you. Save for Jack.
No, it is Mr. Chef Spoons.
I don't know.
It is Mr. Chef Spoons.
You should see Jack smile sometimes.
What's a Jack?
Calico.
As you see, like, there's like 3 giant mugs empty in front of Skylar.
It's a boyfriend. A pirate boyfriend.
What's a pirate?
Person who robs, steals, and plunders.
Sounds like a criminal.
Exactly.
I like him.
Huh? What did you say? I like it?
I like him.
Yeah, he's perfect. Okay, he's almost perfect.
You see Raymond cough next to you, Nadinia.
Ah, yes. Talk about my fucking illegal boyfriend in front of the potential new mayor who has to run the law around this place.
Oh, perfect. Skylar knew what he was doing.
Mr. Mayor, you need
Troublemaker. I like it.
Mr. New Mayor, sir. Do you need a drink?
I am not the mayor yet, Nadinia. This Calico Jack, you said. The same one that is robbing me horribly.
Freezes. No, different Calico Jack.
A different Calico Jack, the pirate.
Kind of losing his shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Totally different.
I see.
My Calico Jack would never take from someone as wonderful as you are.
Mr. Soon-to-be Mayor, what is this Calico Jack taking from you, exactly?
Well, he has been robbing my various mercantile ships, stealing products, stealing money, possibly, potentially ruining my business, which would mean I would have to drop out of the race without any means or funds to back myself up.
I think at that moment, like, she starts coughing and then like, you know, pounds her chest a few times, trying to get whatever she was eating down.
You doing okay over there,
excuse me. I need to make a phone call real quick.
He
Fucking
nods.
Christ.
And you can see, like, it's a mixture of good-natured and serious. Like, he doesn't, like, he's not necessarily trying to be malicious, but you could tell this was probably something he was going to bring up to you relatively soon. He nods and he says, I would appreciate that. I have been trying my best to avoid the more legal routes, but unfortunately, I think it may have to happen sooner than I would like.
I'm sure this call is unrelated.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. I just need to call my boyfriend, Calico Jack, who's not Calico Jack, but is also a pirate. Yep.
It sounds like a very confusing call. We'll let you get on with it.
This is a great party.
He laughs and pulls out a different bottle of wine, and he says, not sure if you'll recognize this vintage, and he shows you and Skylar. This is an actual Feywild wine.
Son of a bitch. Where'd you get that?
He laughs and he says, I won it in a little card game back in Echo.
I haven't seen one of those bottles in over 50, 100, 200? Time's weird. It's been a long time.
He laughs and he goes ahead and opens it and pours out the bottles. or pours it out for anyone who wants it. And he says, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to have a fun little side effect of nothing too major, but it does make you change colors for a little while. Not that that'll be much of a novelty for you, dear Iris.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, ooh.
In the background. Hey, Jack, honey, hi!
That actually will be a fun little thing. Because Jack does answer and he says, "Oh, Nadinia, hi. Nice to hear you. Actually, I was just about to text you.
What's up?
When are you gonna be back in Mirai?"
Yesterday.
We got here today.
Oh, you guys are here now? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Remember I was texting you about it? Got stuck in the middle of nowhere. Figured it out.
Right. I didn't realize you had it figured out. Are you free at all at any point sometime?
Yeah. Actually.
Can we meet up? We need to talk.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. Yet.
Huh. Yeah.
When are you next free?
I can be free in a little bit. We're just finishing up this we're just finishing up clearing out some a ship.
Okay, about that. That wouldn't happen to be one of Raymond's ships, would it?
I don't know. Sorry, I can't stay on long. Do you mind if I meet you at the temple later tonight?
Yeah. That'd be fine.
Okay. All right. I'll let you know when I get there.
Yeah, text me on when you're actually on your way.
Okay.
Things have gotten a little crazy around here.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, let you know.
Yeah.
Bye. And he hangs up. Hey, you slut! Stop that!
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Jack.
Get your shit together.
Nah, it's one of the cats. Anyway.
Come back, see everybody drinking. Who's drinking?
Me.
At least Skylar and Raymond.
Quinn's probably having a drink.
I also should say Vincent's a super lightweight. He was already drunk when you guys were just sipping the wine to begin with.
Yep, that tracks. And
he is eating everything just within sight and being like, this is so good. How is it so good? And like when the bakery stuff gets there, which by the way, Iris, your sister delivers it. She is flying.
What now?
Not through the wings, through her own magic spell.
Great.
She knows fly.
Yes, she does.
How high of a level is fly?
3. You have to be level 5.
Jesus Christ.
That are being possessed by a demon, but you know.
I mean that you're telling me this is gonna out-level me? Like, motherfuckers.
You actually see she has like a I don't want to call it like a cart, but she basically has like a setup so that she can fly with deliveries. So you're assuming that you're
She's just Kiki delivery service now?
She is Kiki's delivery service now. Thank you for getting that reference. But you can assume that her parents know about this and encourage it.
Iris is torn because this is bringing her so much joy, but it's bringing Iris such distress.
Yeah, you can see she's like really proud when she shows up, and she's like, kind of like, look what I can do, see? And she's like, Mom and Dad have been sending me everywhere, and it's really great because I don't have to use the ferry, so I don't have to have a pass. So I can just fly up here and I can deliver stuff and I can head back, and no one needs to know about it.
That's very clever. You do need a flying helmet though, like just in case you fly into a wall. It's very dangerous.
I'll be fine. I haven't floated anything yet. Here. And she she gives you all of the stuff that she has. And then she sticks out her hand expectantly.
I fish around very dramatically and pull out like 2 buttons and slap it in her hand.
Rule.
She like closes her hand and like you see like she opens it again and like tosses up and it's 2 gold coins. And she's like, "Wow, sis, thanks so much."
Wait, what? Hold on. You don't have to be a show-off. What was that?
She catches them and she shows that they're just buttons and she's like, duh, it's just an illusion, sis. Come on. That's baby stuff.
See, I was going to give you a real gold coin, but now...
Oh, come on.
All right, yeah, I'll flip her like 5 gold.
Jesus Christ. She's like, whoo.
Okay, but on the condition that you have to use at least 3 of those to buy yourself a helmet. It can be cute. It's just if you don't have a brain in your head, then you can't fly anymore, okay?
She rolls her eyes and she's like, I'll just get you to heal it.
Listen, I work miracles, but I'm not sure how many I have left in me at this point, okay?
And she flies away. She's like, I can't hear you. You're too far away.
I call her on her fucking speaking zone and repeat my helmet demand.
She answers and she's like, hi, Nyx would love to answer the phone right now, but she's currently on working hours. Please call back at it. And she just says it into it. You can definitely tell she's just saying it.
Incredible. I love this child, and she's a demon inside of her, and I hate it a lot.
But yeah, you guys have a fun night of merriment and food and drinking and celebrating your guys' first real win. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
All right. It's just me, or is Raymond death flagging really hard?
No. I don't think so.
Oh.
Because he was before and he's still fine, so...
Still alive.
So it's been longer than I thought. Yeah, okay. Just an observation, that's all.
I'm gonna wait till he gets right till he becomes the mayor and then he dies. But But yeah, I know Chris. Obviously, you're gonna have the talk with your boy Jack, and then Quinn. We talked a little bit about what you want to do. But I hope you guys had fun. I know a lot of it was kind of seeing the outcomes of your guys' previous actions, which isn't necessarily the most fun.
It's important.
But I hope you guys are happy to know that some of your stuff is paying off.
Yeah.
God, finally.
So to next week we'll have Lou's reaction, the fake temple of Lou's reaction. And
next week I will be seeing Hamilton and will be unavailable, and I'm very sorry.
Could we switch Monday and Wednesday? Are you free Monday?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, we can do that then.
Okay.
Monday
Then
game on Wednesday. Wait.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't get the tickets they were given to me.
That's fine.
We just said it's okay.
We
just
switched
solved
the game.
issue too.
Yeah, we just instantly
easy.
solved it. Like,
oh, okay. I just don't want to be annoying.
Nah. We'll just play
really
the Monday
not that
game
big a
on
deal.
Wednesday and the Wednesday game on Monday. Easy.
Here,
That
I'll give her
hurts
what
my
she
brain.
wants. Of course. How could you do this to us?
You've
I
ruined
don't want
Chris's
that, I'm
scheduling.
fragile.
You've ruined Christmas.
No.
I'm impressed that you managed to do that, considering we're not talking about Christmas.
No, I did kind of ruin Christmas for the second year in a row. Did I tell you about this shit?
Whose second year in a row? You're and Bob's?
Yes. So last year, it was Black Friday, and I got Bob a sous vide, and I was very excited about it, and had it shipped to my parents' house, whatever. And then, like 2 weeks later, his aunt, who is an old rich white woman who watches the Home Shopping Network a lot, but I do love her because she's very nice.
Bought him it?
What?
Bought him what you bought him already?
No, she just had an extra sous vide and was like, "Hi, would you like this?" And Fob was like, "Yeah." And I had to be like, "Well, so I bought you one already, and we gave the other one to Jacob, and it was fine." And so this year, I got Fob a fucking record player because he really wanted a record player. And I bought it through Audio-Technica because I'm like, great, I'm not supporting Amazon. They're gonna like whatever. And it came when Fob was working at home, and I didn't want it sitting outside. So I was like, hey, like there's gonna be a package, like try not to look at it because it might say the brand on it, like whatever. And so Bob was very sweet, and he brought it inside, and he's like, don't worry, I threw a blanket over it before I brought it inside, no worries. And then I go to wrap it, and these motherfuckers didn't put it in a box. It just is in like the box.
Yep.
And so on every fucking inch, there is a picture of a record.
And she's dead.
Player with bright like turntable, Audio-Technica, like everywhere. And I'm like, there is no fucking way you did not see what this present is. And he's like, I mean, I tried not to look. I'm like, fine, it's just here now. Here you go. Merry fucking Christmas. Your surprise is ruined. Everything is terrible.
I had that problem so much with Alex.
It's not my fault. She said I had to sign for it.
No, it's fine. I'm just, don't feel bad about it. It fucking happens.
It's gonna be a thing with me and Craig.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost a thing for my birthday. I'm home all day, right? And his Echo likes to be like, hey, you have a package of exactly what the package is.
Oh, no.
They've turned off that feature for Christmas usually, but if it's like birthday...
Yeah, not November. So, like, I've done that before. I've been like, oh, yeah, like, what's notification? Like, get rid of it. Like, I don't care. And then it started saying something, and my mind just went, you're not supposed to hear this. So I plugged my ears and just started screaming and told her to shut the fuck up.
Incredible.
I didn't hear what it was, but I brought the package inside and was like, I didn't know what it is. Here you go. There was one thing I did find out that way, though.
I love how the instinct is just screaming.
Oh yeah.
Like that is the butt reaction.
That is just Jamie's instant reaction to a lot of things, I think.
The apartment is small, so you can hear from everywhere. There's nowhere I can run to be like, I can't hear this unless I run into the fucking closet. But I have to open up like 3 separate doors.
Oh no.
So I can't plug my ears while I open up the doors.
It depends on which way you go. It's only 2.
Yeah, I don't do surprises.
I mean, if you go through the bedroom, it's 3.
Yeah.
You surprised Marissa.
You did.
You did.
No, I mean, I don't do surprises.
Oh, I see.
Like, you can't deal with them.
No. A lot of the time, people surprise me, and I'm like,
No.
please stop. It's really hard to plan things when I don't know what's happening around me. I don't like it. They do anyways, and that's fine. I'm not mad at them for it, but like it just throws me off.
It is frustrating to have your wishes ignored, even if they mean the best.
Oh shit, also, total side tangent. Alicia and Alex, how are you guys feeling? You sound a lot better.
We're fine.
Yeah, I'm testing negative.
Nice.
Yeah. Been doing a lot better. I don't really have the ear infection anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, that was bad.
Ear infections are fucking horrible. It is one of the worst pains you can go through.
I really wanted to scoop my ear out with an ice cream scooper.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
But yeah, I think we're both doing well. I'm back at work. Yeah. I think we'll all be good to do D&D this weekend. Alex and I might wear masks if that makes everyone more comfortable. But yeah.
I think we'll be both outside of the CDC requirement range, though, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am going to wear a mask because, one, I'm coming from Hamilton round 1, and also there are cases at work again.
Mm-hmm.
And no one that I've seen, it's like literally the opposite end of the building, but I don't want to get someone sick before Christmas. So
I get you.
Also, if you guys
after Christmas, it's fair game.
Everyone get fucked. But if you guys don't want to worry about like super deep cleaning hosting stuff, like we can always like swap places if we have to. Like y'all can come
fair.
See our Christmas tree or whatever.
I'll keep it in mind. It's kind of nice because it like forces us to actually clean.
That's fair.
I feel that.